Hey everybody, Spartan from SpartanTrading.com. Want to hit you guys with the January 31st recap today. Another nice little day in the market to the upside. Basically was bullish out the gate. We did a whole bunch of different things on the long side. Basically was figuring we could get some continuation from last day. I wrote this in the newsletter as well. And that's exactly what we got today on the SPY. So right out the gate, because the market was bullish, I was looking for around 446 on the upside, which was EMA resistance. It ended up getting through that level, and then I was like, okay, 448.70, potentially 450s in the close, which we did hit. On this little pullback intraday, I was saying to the group, I think this is a head fake to the downside. I think we'd continue to go higher, and that happened to be a correct notion, which is good. Now, in terms of the things that we took on the long side today, quite a bit, and we did quite a bit of equity, and the reason for that was there's a lot of earnings this week, and a lot of the names that I like to play are reporting. So not that Tesla had earnings, but Tesla was the first long that we took out the gate. We took this at 868. We're holding it all day, and we're still in that position. So it's up 70 points ish at the moment. We took some Square on the long side equity. Traded that to the upside. We also took this on the option side, the 125 calls, which ended up going up 100%, and a little bit of change there, which was great. UPST on the long side equity looking for 106. We played it all the way to 110, and we actually rolled into 120 calls, which are up about 50-60% at the moment as well. We also did Amazon on the long side, which we played it for 10 points intraday to the upside, which was okay. We could have probably held it, but I wanted to free up some capital for some other things. We took Netflix 440 calls right out the gate, held them all day, and we were swinging them overnight. Those are up a couple 100%, almost 300% now. We had Beyond out the gate long. We had the 65 calls, and those ended up getting the money up a couple 100% on that, which is great. Qualcomm long side ended up pushing nicely all day to the upside. Today was kind of one of those days you kind of close your eyes and buy whatever, and it's just going to work. Spot, we took that long as well. Around 180, 185.60, played it into the 195 area, so effectively 10 points to the upside. We have Nvidia long, which we had at 237, played it into the close. We sold the rest at 243, 242, the equity, and we actually rolled it on the first little pop and pull back into the 250 calls, which we are swinging overnight at the moment as well. BKKT, a small one that we took long today, which ended up working nicely for 30 cents. Not a major move. There's another small one that we took, Beam, on the equity side, which ended up working nicely. NVAX, another equity play that we took at 90.70, and we ended up getting a nice pop into like the 94 level there, which was a good trade as well. Some of the stuff that, I'm trying to look for some stuff that didn't work. We played Facebook long for 3 points. I mean, there's like I said, it was one of those days where you just take whatever and it works. Let's see here. U was an okay trade. That worked decent. Okay, we took a little starter on Indo. That one didn't work today. Took it like up here on 580s. That ended up getting us stopped out on that little pullback. We took some shop long that worked okay into the end of the day. GME was the other one that didn't work on the equity side. I knew there was two. We took some GME long on this little pop, looking for that 110 break, ended up pulling it back, stopping us out at 107. So that was one that didn't work as well. So overall equity was extremely high hit rate today. There was 2 trades that didn't work. Indo was a small starter, and then GME was a starter position that didn't work. Option side, we took a bunch of stuff. Primarily, I think everything mainly worked. We went over a bunch of the stuff already. Beyond, Square, Tesla, Roll, Roblox, MA, Beyond, Netflix, Disney was one that only went up like about 20-30 cents. Ended up being like a 30% trade. It wasn't great, but it did work. DWAC worked out nicely. GM, we ended up taking this one off flat. It was pushing to the upside, but it just wasn't getting any premium juicing up those options, so we ended up just taking it off. GMIA was another good long. Oh, Microsoft. Here was one that didn't work. Microsoft options. This was probably the weakest big cap today. We ended up getting into it in the morning, and then it didn't end up juicing up the contracts. Didn't end up pushing. We got in at 25 cents, and then obviously at the end of the day, just exited for about 15, which isn't a huge loss from 10 cents on a lot of contract, but still, there's one that didn't work there. And other than that, BA was a good lotto we had. We were holding it overnight. LMND, BABA, 125 calls got in the money. Blink, we ended up getting it a Blink flat. We got in at 40 cents. The 22 calls got out at 40 cents, 41 cents ish. 41, 42 actually. Oh, and Hood was another one that didn't work here. So Hood 16 calls, which we just didn't end up getting that much follow through after we got into them. I do think you can see continuation on it tomorrow, but ended up not working out for us when we grabbed them at 18 cents. So that's that. Overall, though, really high hit rate today. I mean, the market I thought was quite easy to trade. Bullish, very directional. Maybe some rebalancing that's going on, and I think obviously you can get some window dressing from tomorrow being the start of the new month. New money is going to get put to work, so I'd expect some continuation tomorrow. Overall, solid day. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and should be a pretty busy and interesting week. If you guys have any questions, you go to SpartanTrading.com. Always happy to help. Otherwise, if you want to trade with us, we do trade in the Discord and stream all day long from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. every single day, and then obviously when big names report earnings, we're there after hours as well. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow.